playing live on the net waves. This is Radio Zizwa, playing live on the net waves.
It's all on 23 minutes past 3 live emsakazweni lapha ke Radio Nzizo nasemsakazweni Capital Hit Radio. Actually only 36 minutes and 9 seconds before lapha ke 4 o'clock. Kumele 4 o'clock lapha esigabeni sesibili. Sehlela lapha ke sinayo driving ngomntana kakhulu iphuma lapha ke Calvin Momo, hamba lapha ke no Black Coffee nomsaki. Zize ngoma lezi nana kakhulu bafethi remix le ezwakala kunca phambili ke umsakazo wakho Radio Nzizo nomsakazo wakho iCapital Hit Radio. Asibheke isikhathi sethu 24 minutes past 3 sekujima siyobheka ke ukuthi ihlelo lime kanjani ke namhlanje kuLosibili ntambama. Khumbula nje ukuthi mangabe mhlambe ke nawe uqeda ukusijoina ke njengamanje wenzanga iphutha ujoine nje umsakazi Radio Nzizo nomsakazo iCapital Hit Radio njengoba ngishilo ukuthi ke sikhona lapha ke ku Facebook live nalapha ke ku www.zinofm/Radio Nzizo noma ku www.zinofm/capital hit radio. Khumbula ukuthi ke before sibheka ukuthi kwenzakalani la ngifuna ukuthi ngikubukele ukuthi hamba kanjani right. Khumbula ukuthi ke lapha ke ngale kwa 4 o'clock asenze kanjena ke masibheka isikhathi sethu 3:30. Khumbula 3:30 to 4 o'clock ke usasibo itumelo otswai kanye lapha ke nobudi Sithembiso sukela lapha ke 3:30 lapha ke to 4 o'clock namhlanje ntambama. Khumbula ukuthi lapha ke ngensimbi kungesine singena lapha esigabeni sesibili sehlelo lapha ke sinawo drive. Khumbula ukuthi ke ngaleko ka 4:05 ila khona siyobheka ukuthi ku 2x2 khamba kanjani lapha ke phakathi kwengoma lezi isuke sibe nazo between lapha ke 4:05 to kuya lapha ke bu 4:15 ingoma embili lezi isuke siyiphethe esikunika zona ke lapha ke Monday to Monday lezi sizibiza ngokuthi ke i2x2. Khumbula ngale ka 4 khona lapha ke sobe sikhuluma lapha ke no Sergeant Tabitha Malihase lapha ke oyi spokesperson sasemhluzi SAPS khona la emhluzi police station khona la phansi komkhandlu lapha iSteve Church local municipality. Sizobe sikhulumisana naye lapha ke uSergeant Tabitha Malihase sizwe nje ukuthi ke yini ebasiphathele yona ke le evela lapha ke emhluzi SAPS namhlanje ntambama malikamanci ihora lapha ke kungele sihlanu malikamanci ihora ngelesine. Khumbule ukuthi ke sibheka lapha ke ingoma lezi ezisuke sinika umlaleli namhlanje kuLosibili. Mhlawumbe kunengoma ke nawe ungathanda ukuthi ke uyizwe la mhlawumbe ungathanda futhi nokuthi kuyilalele nalaba ke nje usuku bachuza namhlanje ngoba kuyithi #Happy Tuesday sukela lapha ke 4:30 lapha ke till 10 to 5 sibheka lapha ke indaba ehamba phambili nosomdakadaka namhlanje ntambama ukuthi ke iziphi lezi asibhekela zona lapha ke usomdakadaka noma sibheke ukuthi ke khamba kanjani indabeni ehamba phambili ke namhlanje bese khomba ukuthi lapha 5 o'clock singena lapha esigabeni lapha ke sokugcina sehlelo sina drive 5:05 khona ama trending topics lapha ke ku X namhlanje sibheke ukuthi ke iziphi ke lezi ezitrendayo lapha ke ku X namhlanje ntambama 25:05 sibheke traffic esifuna zensempumalanga phasi komkhandlu dolopha iSteve Church local municipality. Then bese malikamanca ihora kungelesihlanu khona lapha ke imix yethu sizoyithola sukela lapha ke 5:30 till 10 to 6 so besigijima siyobheka lapha ke ama zinga okushisa isifuna zensempumalanga sibheka lapha ke nokuthi obani ke lapha ke abakhulayo elangeni namhlanje. Then bese ke sisho sithi happy birthday ibona mangabe mhlambe khona ke nje okhulayo ke elangeni namhlanje so besibheka ke ukuthi ke ubani ke lapha ke namhlanje okhulayo bese sibheka lapha ke namazingushisa. Then bese 6 o'clock silibeka phansi ihlelo lime kanjalo ihlelo isinawo drive. Khumbula ukuthi ke sinayo lapha ke sesiboyitumelo so isekujima siyokhangisa abafethu but before siyokhangisa asiqale sidlulise nasi isimemezelo esiphuthumayo engisibona la phambi kwami ke njengamanje. Bathi ke bempolisi Thomas mangikukhumbuza ukuthi bane trip eyalapha ke Durban ngomhla ka 25 to 29 April 2024. Khumbula ukuthi trip ibiza only 2,100 ibala lapha ke i-transport ne-accommodation. Khumbula ukuthi deposit 1,000 rand. Khumbula ukuthi ke bafethu bayakumema ke nawe ukuthi uzoba joiner. Khumbula ukuthi ke indawo bazozivakashela kaMax eGagasini Skepeni kwaMashi lapha ke Shaka Marine lapha ke mam Moses Mapira Stadium nakwezinye nje indawo ke bafethu ezimnandi ebazobe bahamba bayivakashela lapha ke eDurban. Khumbula ukuthi mawufuna lapha ulwazi oluthize xaxa ngabathinta lapha ke inambeni zabo zocingo u07977888595 07977888595 noma lapha ke ku067 073 7513 067 0737513 bathi hashtag Kia asibuyi simemezelo bosilethela lapha ke impulse ijos ke lesike la ngena namhlanje bafethu sekhitima siyokhangisa abasiqeda sobe sesibuya naye lapha ke usesibuyi Tumelo Tswai abuye ke nje sibheke namhlanje ukuthi basiphatheleni njengoba sibuya lapha ke ukuqala ke sobe sikhulumisana nabo ke enyakeni ka20 lapha ke 24 lapha ke sesibuyi Tumelo Tswai lapha ke kanye nobhuti Sithembiso siyakubona siyabuya.
This is Radio Sizwa.
Sizoyibamba la ingomnandi kakhulu iphuma lapha ke nje ku Thos mayisha kamnandi ethi siyoncebeleka nathi sincebelekile bafethu sisakaza bukhoma siku private location sisakaza singaphandle sikhona la extension 5 la sisakazela khona ke bukhoma ke elanga namhlanje khombela ukuthi ecingweni lami sekunayo lapha ke ubhuti Sithembiso kanye lapha ke no Sesiboy Tumelo Tswai khombela ukuthi baba khona every Tuesday and Thursday siyaba welcome ke enyakeni ka 2024 since ngabagcina lapha ke enyakeni ka 23 kodwa ke enyakeni ka2024 siyaqala ke nje ukuthi ke sikhulumisane nabo ke elangeni namhlanje bhuti Sithembiso noSesiboy Tumelo Tswai good afternoon sanibonani ntambama.
Good afternoon, Radio Sizwa family. Hashtag nawe.
Nikahle kakhulu kulo sibili namhlanje.
Hey, sikahle nesilokushisa bakithi.
Ngeke size sikubalekele ukushisa futhi Sithembiso kunjani futhi?
Ngiyaphila nje kunjani?
Khamba kahle mntaka baba.
No, ayifoni ikhamba kahle la.
Ngiyabonga kakhulu ngiyabonga ukuthi namhlanje sikwazi ukukhulumisana since ngigcina last year.
Yo, ayisithe lesikhathi ya.
Sokuzoza
Bese sithi nisilahlile vele.
Utho yazi ukuthi ezinye zezinto ukuze senze into right nento futhi abantu abazoyijabulela mele seziqiniseka sokuthi ke sibuya nama changes nje yakhona njengoba sibona nje lapha ke ku Facebook is live and then kunama changes nje sibonile nje uSesiboy Tumelo usebenza ngamandla ekuthenini alethe the new design lapha ke kuma post nje eweni yabona.
Angithi ukuphathi wami uthe new season, new change, new everything.
Yeah, into
fresh.
into ebalekile leyo because zonke izinto mele sizilethe zichange ebantwini babone nje ukuthi no nabo ke asikabakhohlwa futhi sisebenza ngokukhulu kuyikhandla kubona.
Anyway, good afternoon everyone. It's been a long time. We have missed y'all. Nendaba ziningi evidence sikhulume ngazo. Ngiyathumba nje ku Twitter, ku Facebook, yonke indawo. We are ready to interact with everyone and I'm so happy to be back.
Nangempela kunjalo siyabonga kakhulu Sesiboy Tumelo bhuti Sithembiso nawe ngiyacabanga ukuthi ke ni ready enyakeni ka2024 ukuthi siqhubeke sisebenze kube mnandi.
No, hayi asebenzeni.
Sesiboy Tumelo sithini isihloko namhlanje nisiphathele sona linobhuti Sithembiso yini esikhuluma ngako namhlanje?
Ngiyacabanga if we are people who use technology a lot, regarding our relationship, there's this thing esithi narcissism. Or umuntu athi uzolana athi when you're so narcissistic. I hear people use the term a lot. Even if right now you were to go to Twitter, for example,
yes,
and you put the word narcissist, you'll left, right, and center. So what I've realized that people don't necessarily understand the term. They're using it, yes, but they don't understand the gravity of the term and what does it mean. So the topic is Ohamba Nayo up until the end of next week.
Okay.
Because it brought narcissism can be narcissism between you and your family, between you and your partner. It can be in a dynamic of co-parenting.
Yes.
Or narcissism. So in narcissism, I'm going to explain it. It's a personality disorder, a mental health condition in which people have an unreasonably high sense of their own importance. Which would say, for example, and the rest. Okay. I don't care about everyone. What I want comes first, and I'll do whatever it takes to get what I want, even if it is So it's such a thing. They need and seek too much attention and want people to admire them. People with this disorder may lack the ability to understand or care about the feeling of others. Esikhathini esiningi uzoza umuntu. You know the thing is, esikhathini esiningi, but I've realized this. I've seen this in relationships kakhulu, where uthola two partners are together. One uthanda wholeheartedly and they're invested in everything.
Yes.
Lo omunye yes relationship,
Mm.
but kumele ngendlela yakhe, umthande the way afuna ngakhona. Ukuthi the other person ufila kanjani, it doesn't matter.
Yeah.
It is when you put someone and they make you feel small so that they can make you depend on them for everything. Umuntu uku-abuse to a point mentally, ukhula to a point where awusakwazi ucabanga ngaphandle kwakhe. Ufuna ukumjabulisa noma wenza into encane sekakuthethisa noma the smallest of things make you feel uncomfortable because you want to do what is right just to make them happy.
Yes.
I don't know if there's
Yes.
anything else that would tell me so.
Yes, I think guys. Ngiyacabanga ukuthi most of us ne sike sahlangabetana nebantu abanjalo. And then but esikhathini esiningi mhlambe bekutholakala ukuthi asathi ukuthi lo muntu uyogcina abanjalo ngoba uyabona umuntu nawusicela kuhlangana naye nawuthi advertiser uba ngulo muntu lomsulwa uba ngulo muntu that's loving, that's generous, that's kind. So it's the way uti presenta ngakhona, and then bese leyo partner yakho uyiniketa that picture ukuthi finally I have met someone then khona ukuthi ngimatche naye, and then loyo udwela kulento leyo, and then expect all the best from wena because wena umthengisele leyo picture leyo ukuthi uzokhona ukuthi ube ngiloyo muntu lomfanele yena. And then bese after uhamba kwesikhathi labo bantu labo at first ne uba muntu lokanje uba kind uba loving, and then they would go out of their way to show you how they feel about you, and then they would treat you like you are their world. And then bese bayachubeka njalo uze uthembe nawe ukuthi I know tinhloso tabo ngawe timsulwa,
Yes.
and then you are on the same page. And then ngokuhamba kwesikhathi nasomfunza loyo muntu loyo, then they start to change. So kuba netimbawu letiba khona nasokucala kubona ukuthi like no, this person akasasi the way ngimathi ngakhona. So we're going to touch on a few points here to lekhombisa ngendlela ba-operate ngayo labantu. Point number one, I think they start to control you.
They
Into
do.
yokuqala, into
Sorry to interject, they do. And you see, what people need to understand, narcissism is not just a disease only, it is a form of abuse. So, umaba controller, they need to have so much power over you. Remember, abuse is a form, if a person has power over you, that alone is just abuse. Then they know how to use you and manipulate you.
Yeah, and then leyo power leyo lekwenda ekugcineni utholakala wena where you feel small, where you feel that you are less important or udependele kibo. Ngathi if bona bangekho wena ayikho into longakhona ukuthi uyende. And then bese baqala ke then they ask you to behave in certain ways. So ngendlela wena wenta ngayo into always lo muntu soyaqala soyacriticize. No, ungenzi lokhu yenda sona, and then aqale akwendele tinqumo. So qala wendela wena ama decision ukuthi yenda lokhu ungenzi lokhu, and then but yena wenda into ngendlela yena lacabanga ukuthi it right ngakhona. But whatever wena lo yendako, it's like ngathi yena uya criticize, ufuna ukuthi wende lento yena la ifunako. And then bese bayaqala baba over protective. Uthi kancane okay siyathi ukuthi vele ipartner yakho kumele ukuthi uyiprotect etintweni letiningi, but then kuba netimbawu la sakhombisa khona lo muntu ukuthi like no man lento la yendako manje it's too much. But then njoba sisho ukuthi yabona umuntu na umthande ne asifuni kubuka amaphutha kakhulu, we just concentrate ku relationship, and then nethando ukuthi like invested so much into this person.
Yes.
So
But
if
on that note, do you know why? You know, with narcissists, I want people to understand this very bluntly. Why we will, or normal people will fall victims to a narcissist, especially regarding the control and mind. Like you were saying, point number one, they will love bomb you. remember, umuntu makhombisa so much love is that every time they do something wrong, they will compensate you by replacing it with something.
Yeah.
Angithi umuntu asacontrol angizothi no, don't go out with your friends, I will take you out. Icala kanjalo ngithi. Umuntu icala kanjalo. Hayi, wena ngathi every weekend awusana isikhathi sami. Okay. One day you guys go out as a lady. Some guys like, oh, you look beautiful. Pickle, ungasafaka ama-wig. I like my women natural. You know, the smallest of build-up. Remember, the mentality of an is to break you. That's what I want people to understand.
Yeah.
They will break you so that you depend on them. So when they love bomb you, 3% you will really believe that they love you.
Yes.
They will do everything right. They will mirror what they do for you. And remember, I used to speak about our love languages. They will do that for you if you buy it. I need to go to umthandi, because you are relaxed. The minute you relax, that's when the control shift starts. Ekucala kancane, angithi uzothetha ukuthi ngakwenza lokho. That ukuthi show you control kancane before iba too much. Uthi hayi yena labangani bakho ngizabathanda uphuma kimi. Bese uyaphuma. Say relationship yakho nami, yazi umuntu amnyamhlonipha nyamamela. Jiki ungasahambi ngela moto. Hayi, mina sengizokhapha umhlophe off. Oh. Ngathi uyekimi kakhulu. Ngama weekend woza kimi. It is stuff like that. That's how small it starts. They'll make you build your world around them indirectly. So
yes.
Yes, but Sam, if you can continue.
Yes, and then mentioned the point ukuthi they will isolate you from others. Ngabacala khona ke nabasabona ukuthi bane-power over wena. Sebacala babona ukuthi like a certain friend maybe so yakhona pick up on the things lebathi noticeako labatendako kuwe. So benda njani ke they isolate you from kuma friends wakho nama family members because bemndeni bakhona kubona then they start to warn you ukuthi like no man lo muntu wakho nakanawe wenda lokhu nalokhu but then if angekho nawe ubehave in such a way lokuthi noma senihleli nebantu so uyaqala wenda ma-jokes lamali ngawe in front of people uyaqala upoint out ma-mistakes senihleli nje lekuthile ngathila yena so uyaqala ukhuluma ngetinto lo kumele ukuthi angazikhulumi ebantwini. So when kanjani uya-isolate from those people atokhona ukuthi akucontrol abe yonke le power over wena and then wena ungaboni kwamba kwesikhathi because remember if ungitholile mina ungithole nginabangani ungithole nginema-family members. So if ngitshela ukuthi like no angimthandi mzala wakho because of this and this and that ngente njani because loyo muntu loyo we are blood related angeke ngikhona ukuthi ngihlukane naye or ngingasakhulumisana naye just because wena kunetinto longatithandi ngaye. The same applies to bangani. Then they start with like bangani umngani losona angisamfuni ukuthi ulona because we-bad influence kuwe ukwendisa lokhu nalokhu nalokhu and then now kancane you start to cut off those people because uyamthanda ngasho loyo muntu you want to please them ufuna kwenda yonke into ukuthi ujabulise yena but wena tidingo takho lapho awusakibuki ngoba so focused too much on trying to please them.
Yes.
Another thing ama-narcissists guys that they are so good at is that umuntu uzoyenza i-flop or a big mistake in a relationship but they're going to blame it on you instead of being accountable. I've met a lot of narcissists to a point ukuthi you know, for example, let's say you're dating, right?
Yes.
We're in this relationship, it's all good, you pretend that you love me, and then you flop. I'm creating stories. I never thought that they break you. So point now, I'm climbing and seeing
yeah.
When I insecure, we are trying to phone so we are when I was 3x. Ngiyakuza uthi but no wena ufuna ukungicontrola awufuna ukuthi ngibe yini one day boom I found out that you're cheating. Instead of you being accountable when you're a narcissist you're going to blame it on me. You're going to tell me mhlambe ukuthi I need to lose weight for what you're going to tell me that no akusekho that interesting sengiyakubora the first ngihlela ukuthethisa ngifuna ukucontrola sisizwa wena uya ngaphandle where there's peace let's say that angithona na peace ngaphandle kule peace ngoba umuntu uyamkhuza for into wrong they make you feel like when a man you are the monster and they're the victim. They
Yes.
have a way of manipulating the situation to make it to a point where it's now all going wrong.
Yeah.
This is where the saying comes, Guti. A lot of people will always notice your reaction to what they did to you, but they don't want to be accountable of what they did to make you react.
Sasibuyitomela nobhuti Sithembiso just ngicela ukuthi sigijime siyokhangisa izitolo sizothi mase sibe izitolo bese siqhubeke la sigcine khona please. Khumbula simlaleli mangabe uqeda ungena ekhaya umsakazi Radio Nsizwa nomsakazo iCapital Hit Radio khumbula ukuthi ke sikhulumisana lapha ke nobhuti Sithembiso kanye lapha ke noSosibuyitomela Tswai. Khumbula ukuthi bathola every Tuesday and Thursday live emsakazweni lapha ke yempilo. Sigijime siyokhangisa izitolo sizothi mase sibe izitolo sibuye ke siqhubekele phambili la sigcine khona. Ufuna ukuthi ke nje sidlulise nje izitolo masinye kodwa ukuthi sikhona ukuthi ke siqhubeke la sigcine khona siyabuya.
This is Radio Nsizwa.
Angidlulise naso isimemezelo esiphuthumayo sivela kulesi simemezelo sivela bakaMpulisi Tours bathi mangikukhumbuze ukuthi ke bane trip yalapha ke Durban ngomhla ke 25 to 29 April 2024 trip ibiza only 2,100 ibala lapha ke accommodation and transport. Khumbula ukuthi ke trip afethu izobe ilapha ngomhla 25 to 29 lapha ke April 2024. Khumbula ukuthi indawo abazozivakashela ka Max Lifestyle eGagasini eSkepeni eShaka Ring lapha ke Moses Mapira Stadium nakezinye nje indawo eziningi lapha ke ebayibalile. Khomba ukuthi ufuna lapha ke ulwazi oluthize xaxa ngabathinta lapha ke inambeni zabo zocingo 079 7788595 079 7788595 noma ku 067 073 7513 067 073 7513 bathi #Kia asibuye simemezelo sivela bakaMpulisi Tours bafethu. Khumbula ukuthi ke ecingweni lethu sesena lapha ke uSosibuyitomela Tswai kanye lapha ke nobhuti Sithembiso. Khumbula ukuthi ke siba nabo every Tuesday and Thursday live emsakazweni lapha ke iRadio Nsizwa. Masibheka isikhathi sethu kuselela lapha ke imizuzu eyishumi lapha ke nemizuzu eyishumi nambili ngaphambi kokuthi kushaya lapha ke nje insimbi lapha ke insimbi yesine. Khumbula ukuthi 4 o'clock sena lapha esigabeni sesibili sehlela lapha ke Sinaw Drive noma ngabe uqeda ukusijoyina njengamanje siyabonga ke nawe uqeda ukusijoyina lapha ke ku Facebook live nawe uqeda ukusijoyina lapha ke ku listening live. Thank you so much awenzanga iphutha lokuthi ke nje ulalele lapha ke umsakazo lapha ke iRadio lapha ke Nsizwa. Masibheka lapha ke osijoyina lapha ke ku Facebook live uqeda lapha ke ukusishela umlayezo siyabona lapha ke uJamo Mish lapha ke ku Facebook live siyabona nje ukuthi na uyalithanda lapha ke ihlelo kakhulu ngendlela lapha ke isimanga. Siyabonga ke uthando elisinika lona lapha ke einkundleni zethu zokuxhumana. Sesibuyitomela nobhuti Sithembiso sisabuyile sesemoyeni.
So there's something called gaslighting, man.
Yes.
It is when they are putting you down, like or when you are calling them out on their behavior or twisting your memories to see if their way was a winner. So there's a thing I'm a narcissist that they do. Okay, I'm laughing about it now. Guys, it's not the cutest thing. It's crazy. I'm laughing because it's crazy, guys. You know, a narcissist, into uthi ati ukuthi awuyibonanga. Yazi umuntu umtshela ukuthi but I saw that text on your phone. Umuntu weshaya delete athi there was no text enjengaleyo. You are creating this thing. Ayikho nje into enjalo. They are so good at doing such things that they will break it to a point where you think you're crazy.
Yes.
Think about this. On TikTok, I don't know if you guys so there was a training video of a lady or who did I marry? On TikTok, guys, if you go watch that series of that lady who married a guy who pretended to be who he wasn't and lied so much, he broke that lady to a point that she ended up even isolating herself from family, and she thought so little of herself because she married a narcissist. So if labantu laba ubapha so much space in your life, and ama narcissists, they pry umthini bathanda abantu abanganama boundaries esikhathini esiningi. If ulo muntu lo, it's so difficult for you to say no because you don't want to disappoint someone who's over you. They're a narcissist.
Yeah, it's like a terrible because remember when now focus on the relationship. Yeah, na busy. We are plot against when ubuke my strengths akho, my weaknesses akho, and then my strong points akho. And then after logo, nasa khonile ukustudy lo muntu. And then this thing, guys, ayimali yendeke overnight. Labantu laba ngathi banesiphiwo lokuthi ngathi khona i-college labaya kiyo bayoyifundela lento le. They are so good kulabanye bantu bangaphandle, but then when it comes to the partner treatment lebayitholayo, it's not nice, guys. We can talk about it, but ngiyacabanga ukuthi this is very serious, because ekugcineni ugcina uluza a sense of your own identity,
Yeah.
That is
and
true.
then nema individual needs, because when you focus so much on wanting to please that person, wanting to be so perfect for that other person, lokuthi uyogcina udevelopa my mental health issues,
Yes.
such as anxiety and then depression. And then lenye into futhi lebagudi abayendayo kuye, and then they will give you silent treatment whenever you choose to spend time with someone else. Now uthi ngifuna kuhamba manje ngithi nabangani, so uyaqala umuntu uba grumpy, so uyaqala umuntu akasafonela, akasaphendula ama-calls, so ignore ama-text, because ngoba so wena lento wena la ngafuni yena ukuthi uyenze, and then they'll start to invade your privacy.
Yes.
That's true.
1 2 3 nethi na uphuma usathi ushona ngale, ubona umuntu uthatha ifoni yakho, so ufuna kucheck ukuthi like kwenzakalani, khuluma
Yes.
nabo bani, and into letinjalo nje. And then it comes to siyaqala soyakustalka umuntu, now sowuphuma uye emsebenzini, umuntu soyakubuka ukuthi uyahamba ufike esikhathini emsebenzini,
Yeah.
na uphume wadlula washonaphi. So lento leyo labantu laba kahle kahle ngasho ukuthi bayafana nema-abusers.
They are abusers. I'm a fan. They are abusers. No. Narcissism is not a good thing. You understand, to break someone to a point where they have to depend on you is abuse. You're exerting so much power over that person. It's mental and emotional abuse. You know, like the example,
Yes.
also in anxiety. When I'm also I also was having a conversation around that. Which on the engine uyofika nini. Yena bakaphuma izinto zakhe ungambuzi ukuthi udlulephi wayaphi. No. Uzothi ukuthi uyamkhona. You know this incident, I don't believe I'm going to say this, but I'm going to say this. I've had a situation like that. That was a red flag for me. I remember this person to go out. I went about 3 weeks. It was a 5 thing. One good day, I made a decision to go pool. I got to pool. I had to go back. Right. They came as like, I'm in the
Yeah.
imoto ngahamba angazi ukuthi
I'm stalker now.
I took, you know what I told myself, I want to put him in that situation as we understand.
Yeah.
I need to try to have also like Sheila kwatile ngenza ngahamba ngiphelela isayela ophelela kumnandi wayekufuka oyeka yonkinto wathi recruiter nomngane akhe ukuthi bayongifuna elokishi lonke angazaba mthetho umuntu wasekafona nasapukuphi wangabuyi I came back so late wathi buyela la ubuya khona ngathi yebona mina le thing is like every day night.
Yeah.
It was a shock. Why? They're used to like umuntu yakrema umuntu knows how to trigger you uyazi ngiprocess lebhathini reaction bizoba yilena.
Yes.
So ngizoyithatha igcwele uvela rasa thuli ngiyalazi lehlangene eke bakhuluma kanjani basho kanjani sorry tell abantu uyahlala and uqinisile in front of people's eyes they look like normal people, they look like they are kind, they look like right balungile, but behind closed doors they are very manipulators. They have a way of manipulating the truth. Ukuthi yazi noma ungathi uyotshela umuntu namhlanje ukuthi yazi umuntu wami uyang-abuse, people are going to believe you because of how they present themselves outside instead of how they present themselves to you. And this thing goes both ways, but unfortunately according to science it's men who do this a lot. I'm sorry.
Nah, it has to be 50-50.
Not according to
I have to disagree on this one. Uyabona leyo nena angeke siblame lenye igender. Ngiyacabanga ukuthi labantu abesifazane nabo they are very manipulative.
It's sad. No, but you know why?
Yeah.
I'm saying that it is because men don't attend therapy. So it's gonna be women who are gonna look better because the women are the ones who normally go for therapy and speak about these things.
Yes.
That is why, even according to stats, it makes men more like a narcissist than women. It's true. Even if we do this, guys, We all know this. Just from they don't speak about it. They choose not to do anything about it. They just move on.
Yeah.
Yeah, savelelwa thina ngiyacabanga ukuthi konke izinto vele kublame
But guys, I want to be honest, regarding what you just said, it's very worrisome when you read a lot of things about that. Any type of abuse, it'll always look like men are more abusers, or they are more abusive than women because men don't report. We're not saying it's not there. We know even at the back of our minds. The truth is we know the truth. It is just that it is what is reported, what people go and speak. So imagine benga kamadoda akwatile abusiwe bese bayathula abayi therapy abakholi bese nabo le abuse beqhubekisa abanye. That's how abuse works, unfortunately.
hayi ke kade ngithi ibhinya
Ah! So, Lindo,
That's what you mean.
have you ever had an experience with a narcissist?
Mina empilweni yami angisengakabanga nayo. Angikaze ngahlangabezana nesimo esifana njengalesi. But bakhona abantu eke ngahlala phansi nabo bayixoxa izinto ezifana njengalezi. Izinto ezibahluphayo futhi. Engicabanga mhlawumbe ukuthi zibahlukumeza isikhathi eside kakhulu ngoba lokho kuyakwenza ukuthi futhi umuntu ugcine sotshintsha umuntu akhona kugcine sekatshintsha nayo behavior ngendlela behavior ngayo because uzama ukuthi satisfy lo athandana naye agcine sekajikela nabanye abantu laba close nabo ngenxa ukuthi ke uzama ukuthi lo athandana naye angamzwisi ubuhlungu.
No, but that is the saddest truth because that's how they isolate themselves.
Yes.
But tell yourself your experience. Have you ever experienced an encounter with a narcissist?
But
Hello.
hello
Have you ever experienced a narcissist in your life?
yes every tomato so many times
Sorry?
let's not go there yeah but
But tell yourself.
Angazi ukuthi mhlambe
relationship yeah after isikhathi eside that's when you start to notice ukuthi like no man lo muntu lo kahle kahle kunetinto latendako lengadivisisi and then sakale ukuthi kule relationship kahle you've been used anyway and leso sikhathi ukuthi you thought ukuthi like you were in love with that person kanye yena bekanema intentions akhe lobo ngawaboni wena.
yes.
But you know this, guys. I want us to be honest. At the end of the day, for a person in this particular instance, for them to be able to abuse you and to manipulate you to that point, we allow it to happen. I want us to be honest. Sometimes we give our abusers so much power. They are always red flags. These small things are red flags. Yes, we are convinced their intent by mistake. And we normally go like, it was just a mistake. How someone treats you within a fight says a lot. We cannot be in an argument and I'm asking you something that you have done wrong and you keep quiet. There's something I want people to understand. In an argument or where there's a disagreement, we have to sit down and speak.
Yeah.
No matter wrong, come to the table, let's have a discussion. It's a form of abuse if you keep quiet. What is that? And a narcissist do that a lot.
And they hold grudges for them.
Which is true, and they don't forgive you. You know, it's so funny. Wow, I'm saying this. There's a couple that I know personally, right? The husband is so manipulative to a point where he lives his life. And everything, right? But it's so certain, isn't without him. He becomes manipulative. And also says, would you remember 5 years ago we made a mistake? I still don't trust you. Imagine, 5 years ago, he made the decision to stay. Remember, he made the decision to stay. But also says, 5 years ago you did that.
Yeah.
I'm gonna for sure. ngalo sikhathi yena uyawazi amaphutha wayezinto angakanani ngagcwalisa idayari. It is such things, and but the question is, where do we stay? I think that's a very important question. Emele sizibuze nathi. Ubuhlungu uyabuzwa, uyazizwa umuntu afonele inhliziyo yakhe iyabomba. Awukhuleki. You must prove where you are. You must answer your phone on loudspeaker. You can't go home. They tell you, they choose your friends, they choose how you dress, how you are supposed to look. Really, and you stay. Every day you wake up, you go like, I really love this person, and you stay. There's something wrong now as the person who's choosing to stay.
Nesimo siyakwenza itimela. Because remember, when you are too dependent on that particular person, utowenda akunikete ma-reason amaningi ukuthi ugcine uhlale, and then ungatiboni tonke letimbawo leto.
But do you know, if people were to understand this concept of i-damage umuntu angayenza in 1 year, but it takes about 10 years to undo that damage, unfortunately. It takes work. You know, I posted a status, funny enough, this morning, saying people must go to therapy. People think therapy is into yokuthi abantu abahlanyayo. No, guys, siyasindelwa. Zibuye ezintweni ezisindayo. And unfortunately, if you've been in an abusive situation, you move on to the next person, you are bound to release that abuse on the next person. Even if it's not your intention, but you're going to do it unconsciously so, because into ejwayele. If we're in a relationship where both you're going to do it in the next relationship. If and you're going to do it in the next one also. It's what you know. You haven't dealt with the issue. You know what? This was wrong. I need to fix myself. Guys, Nina, we are all broken in our own way, but it's also our responsibility to fix ourselves. Another person can come and fix you, but don't allow another person to have so much power over you because you're imperfect. That's very important. In a relationship, uthandiwe, uhloniphiwe, wakhe nomuntu. Angeke ube isigqila somuntu. Wena soloku wenzela umuntu kodwa yena alenze lutho. Immaterial, guys, material comes and goes. Your mental health is the most important thing because you are stuck with yourself for life. I think we have covered a lot.
No, ngibonge kakhulu elangeni namhlanje sesibuye itumayelo kanye lapha ke nobhuti Sithembiso i-topic namhlanje. Banithola njani kuma social media platforms uma bafisa ukuxhumana nani?
You can find us also on Radio Nsizwa's Facebook page. You can find me on Ritumelo Tsoai, that's my Facebook, and Ritumelo_go on Instagram and TikTok.
Okay, mina ku Facebook, Trevor Sithembiso nabona.
That's all.
That's all.
No, we're kakhulu futhi Sithembiso kanye lapha ke sesibuyitumela Tsoai ukuthi ngikhulumisane nalanga namhlanje. Siphinde futhi sihlangane this week ngesikhathi sifanayo between 12:30.
On that note, guys, please, on Thursday we have a special guest. Lucy Faith, she's gonna speak a bit about this because she was married and she's now divorced.
Okay.
So first-hand experience will get more info about it.
Kusho ukuthi ke mele bangaphuthelwa ihlelo langa losini ngoba ke
please don't, people must go live.
Yeah.
They must see like, yay, kulit langa phansi.
No, sasibuyitumela, thank you so much. Sihlangane this coming Thursday ngesikhathi sifanayo. Thank you so much for this Sithembiso.
All right, thanks guys. Bye bye.
Siyabonga kakhulu besikhuluma lapha ke nobhuti Sithembiso kanye lapha ke sesibuyitumela Tsoai. Khumbula ukuthi baba khona every Tuesday and Thursday live emsakazweni lapha ke embili phakathi komsakazi weNsizwa nomsakazi Capital Radio. Ngicabanga ukuthi nawe ke mlaleli osekhaya uyizwele loud and clear endlebeni zakho siyagijima ke sijika ngapha siyabuya sikhwela phezulu ke 2 by 2 ingoma ezimbili siziphethe namhlanje kulosibili ubani sihamba naye sobuya sikubona sobuya sikutshela lapha ukuthi ke ubani lo esimchuzayo ke thina namhlanje ehlelweni sinawo Drive Monday to Friday.
Playing live on the net waves. This is Radio Nsizwa. Playing live on the net waves.